Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and now today we are going to be going through the new Community Crunch 328 for ARK Survival Evolved. There is some pretty big news for the Fjordur map because this always happens a few months afterwards. I'm hoping that this is going to be a big thing moving forward with maybe the Carcharodontosaurus coming to the game. I'll be explaining that to you guys later on in the video. It's just usually how wildcard work things how it's worked in the past. So if you guys are excited for today's video and all of the news, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really does support me so much, and let's get in with the news. So this came out 13 hours ago. So as you can see, Fjordur transfer date is coming up, one of the biggest things for a map when it does get released, also the community corner and more. So greetings survivors, welcome to another edition of the Community Crunch. This week we're taking a look at some hand-picked content from the community in the community corner, and we're preparing to open up transfers on Fjordur. Fjordur transfer date. So on the September 9th, we will be enabling full server transfers into Fjordur on our official servers across all platforms. Once enabled, players will be able to download items and creatures onto the map without restriction. So this is the day a lot of us have been waiting for, because obviously, you get the new map, transfers are disabled for a while. It's just so people can get onto the map, enjoy it, see what it's like, and then after a little bit of time of enjoying it, then obviously wildcards open up transfers and things go absolutely crazy. So this is obviously happening on September the 9th. Now the biggest thing on from this, as I mentioned, the Carcharodontosaurus. Yes, so whenever a new map comes out for the game, this has happened every single time for ARK Survival Evolved, and then there is meant to be some upcoming content sometime in the future. We get the new map, we enjoy it for like the next sort of few months. Wildcard are releasing bug fixes, they're doing all of that types of stuff, and then they have a date set for the transfers to be opened. Once transfers are opened a few months afterwards, we then start to hear certain bits of news on the upcoming content for the game. So we're now let's say coming up to September 9th, we are not long away from 2023 already, which is crazy to say. And that's the biggest thing about that, is that ARK 2's coming out. So my opinion right now, we should in the next couple of weeks be getting the news on when we're getting the Carcharodontosaurus. And then I think that it will, this is right now, I'm not saying this is 100%, it's not official by wildcard, but I could see that that new dino coming to the game for around about one of the events that come out for ARK. So this could be the Halloween event, and we could be seeing the ARK come to the game around like sort of as a spooky Halloween thing. It may not even come until the Christmas event. But either way, we should get the news on it in a couple of weeks' time. It's something we've all wanted for a very, very long time. Let's hope wildcard pull through and give us the information we have been waiting for. So Evo event, unfortunately, there is no Evo event this weekend. There has been quite a few recently. And there's obviously just recently been some events. So that we might have one next week. You guys know it just happens every now and then with wildcard. And then we have the ARK moments in the community corner, as mentioned in the videos. If you'd like to read through this, you can pause the video and do that. I just don't do it in the videos just because a lot of you guys come for the news, but I like to show off the clips, videos, all of that stuff. So we have a Fjordur Ice Cave base tour, and we have a can you really become an alpha tribe in 1 week? And nothing to alpha in 1 week. That's quite an interesting video. I might have to watch that one. And then we have the fan art. This is the fan art of the week. Always some really awesome stuff. Look at the corrupted survivor. And then an Andrew Sarkis. I like this design. Everyone in the community, as I've said in every video on the crunch, like always comes up with these crazy cool ideas. And then as you can see, we've got ARK Reaper King here, which is cool. And then spawning on an aberration, nice drawing there. And then we have a rock drake. We have this one's actually one of my favorites. And then, but what I always mention in the videos is the in-game screenshots are my favorite, but we've only got one this week. So that's a nice build there. And then other art. Cool. That's nice. Wildcard's giving love to some of the other arts in the crunch. So Not obviously the longest crunch to go through, but massive news about the transfers opening on September the 9th. Again, hopefully that means in a couple of weeks' time after September 9th. So still probably, a month, just like maybe like 3 weeks until this now. We should hear news on when we could be getting that dino, the Carcharodontosaurus wildcard. Please pull through. We hope it doesn't end up not coming to the game. That would be the worst thing possible. So one thing I wanted to do before we actually did end the video is go through sponsored mods. Now, I wanted to talk about this because we're getting closer to ARK 2 now. Now, Wildcard are still working with people on sponsored mods right now. They're still opening them up for submission. Now, I'm sure at some point these will stop. I don't know. I know they'd been doing another one as of recent. If we quickly, I'll come back to those in a second. But when there was the last sponsored mod update, where was it? I can't actually remember what week it was. Okay, new sponsored mods. What was it they said? This was the 8th of July. The ARK Sponsor Mod program is currently accepting application until August 5th, so that's stopped already. So it'd be interesting to see if they open up one more, or that was the final lot of sponsored mods. So this started back in 2017, the sponsored mods, and it basically gave mod creators a chance to get a little bit of money supported by Wildcard to help build their mod, and also see if one day they could potentially come to the game. So the last couple of ones we've got, it hasn't been updated a crazy amount. Missed that one there. But we have got ARK Nucleus, which is less about adding new content to ARK and more about making the content from your favorite mods more user friendly. You'll find features for mods such as searchable registries and creatures and items, additional localization tools, and server UI support to add the extra splash of personality for your server, for your personal server. And then we have a complete overhaul with a new improvement system for creatures and its own story flow. Take on difficult challenges to fight off corruption of element, gain new rewards, and raise your tames through multiple stages of the genetic evolution. And then we have a sort of hard survival role-play adventure. It's a map project that reworks many aspects of the game to take a player on challenging survival adventure without any trace of technology. You'll find new structures and mechanics of crafting, exploration, taming, and harvesting. And if that's not enough for you, there are many dungeons hiding underground. This map does await. And then we had the cosplay evolved. That speaks for itself. You can do cosplay within ARK Survival Evolved. And then Fjordur, which came to the game. So this hasn't been updated since, it still says July 2022. So I'm personally thinking there could be one more, obviously it finished August 5th. There could be one more sponsored mod update, and then potentially that could be the end of sponsored mods until the beginning of ARK 2. I could be wrong, but the process usually lasts a couple of months each stage, and it really, really depends on when we get at November, which is when I think we'll get the official release date for ARK 2, because right now it's just 2023, but at Extra Life we should get the release date for ARK 2, and then that'll give us a good understanding of what's going to be happening towards the end of the first game. So big stuff is happening in the background, guys. Just to recap on that, Fjordur transfer date is September the 9th. Get ready, sort everything out, be prepared. It's going to be a big day. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you got all the news, and I'll see you in my next video very soon.